working on it. I'm trying to get this shit together. You know what I mean? She's like, oh my God, Chuck. Well, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was looking at you getting my shit together, but I'm also live on Instagram. But I did get this together. So if you see this, I just wanted to mention, I ended up setting my OBS up to so it'll be like a smaller screen. So there's like a big screen and a smaller screen. I kind of got it set like I think it's this. Is it this one? Yeah. But on this side, like on this side, there's another window, a video cam, or like a cam section, which is where your shit will pop up at, right? But you can do collabs just like this, and then maybe put like oh, you can't see this. All right. Man, what the fuck? Hey man, y'all wow. Hell no. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how you supposed to do it, man. And you know me, I'm a proponent for any method. See, that shit keep going in and out. So I need to stay a little bit closer over here to the side. Stay a little bit closer to the side. Oh, my bad. I'm also live on Twitch. Let me put this on mute. I'm sorry, y'all. No. I think my Twitch. I don't know what the fuck my Twitch is, y'all. Let me look. I think it's Chucky Love though. I think everything is. Hold on, what? What? Why? What the fuck? I forgot everybody on my Twitch can see this. Wrong. Oh, that's what's up. Oh. Hey, I was gonna say, I mean, go ahead and make some self-love to yourself and then reevaluate that decision. Damn. Huh? So if I pull up, yeah, I need to go out. All right. Does that work a little bit better? My bad. Yeah, you can see my eyes now.
Damn, I got root word, okay? Look, this person, your ex, they said if they can't be with you, the love spell did not work on you, and it actually backfired on them.
Damn,
Okay, so it did the opposite.
it
Okay, so
backfired
I
on
don't
your
want you
bitch ass.
running to them. Look, I told you what I said. Unblock. You quicker than that. You got this. I'm telling you, you understand me. You got this person blocked here, okay? They are mad because they can't siphon your energy here. You got some good energy, okay? Some of you guys are great creators here, okay? You can realize that people that are in your area here, in your life or your environment that suck. Well,
Damn.
this Scorpio. Okay, that actually harnesses energy here from you here, okay? They actually take energy.
She said I'm not unblocking my baby dad.
And they use it, okay? And they try to recreate this shit elsewhere. This shit never works here, okay? This person tried to lay roots on you, in you, for a group. Yeah. Did I say in you? Because I said it's gonna be okay.
Did you see? You set it up already, kid?
Oh, somebody got some flowers?
I don't know if she. I don't know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Somebody just loved the grandma. God damn, buddy.
Oh, she got some flowers. That's sweet.
That was.
Oh, and a little kiss. Oh,
Nah, he ain't got roses. He ain't get the flowers. He ain't get the candy line.
on a Thursday.
He ain't get a six pack either. That shit looks like a 12. A six pack. That's a 12, right? Yeah, he put some money into that. I know what I'm talking about. I love that. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. Chat, put the hearts in the chat. Put the hearts in the chat. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's get this motherfucker. So pick this out. I'm on my Twitch. So I'm about to go live. I think sorry. But I'm on Twitch, so if y'all want, y'all funny. So no, y'all are more than welcome to join. Shay, you are always more than welcome to join. Javi, y'all are always welcome to join. If y'all get on Twitch, pull me up, collaborate with me, the same thing. Just get your whole new audience and all that good shit. So I finally got it all opened up. So Twitch is going, YouTube is going. I think in a second. I might be collaborating with a friend of mine on Twitch. You guys channel going, so we'll see how that goes. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up here working on this shit. And I appreciate y'all having me. I'll take out my music, hit SoundCloud, shit, be up on Apple Music, saying shit is everything. Y'all go follow him up, you know what I'm saying? New stand up coming, all that good shit, man. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Much love to all of y'all. Shit, thank you for having me. It's Chucky Love. No E. Just CHUCKILOVE. You know it. As always. As always. Yeah. Shit, if y'all do, I guess y'all will see you next week. So shit, say it. Yeah.
I think it's gonna work better anyway.
Yeah.
Connect more one-on-one with the audience.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard for her to juggle as we see between both audiences.
Right.
All y'all in one place. I got my Facebook. Do y'all be on Instagram? My Instagram. Do y'all be on? He bought another bag.
It's Money Baby.
That woman doesn't
Okay,
bitch.
what's
She's
that,
8 months
everybody?
strong by
I will be doing a live stream tomorrow on via my phone,
Saturday morning at
and
Saturday at 11.
eventually I'll be doing a live stream.
Yeah.
And on Instagram. If y'all get that, I will be on his live, guys,
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Get like a couple hundred views. I wanna like
I want to go to Chucky Love on
make
Facebook
this
here. They can also
big.
find Chucky Love on Facebook
That's it, and that's it. No E, no EY, no EE, no I. I don't know all that stupid shit. No, just I.
Follow him on Facebook as well, guys. Y'all check me out Saturday morning. I'll be on his platform.
Yeah.
So I can
Going.
get to top my shit. You feel me? Because I know this
Alright.
Where's my recesses?
Let me turn all this shit off.
I'm not gonna lie to you, you've been on a repeat with unblocking STD for the past 30 years. Do my badges have any questions before we do head out within the next 7 minutes? Do any of my badges have a question? If you have supported our live or sent a donation or sent a cash app, whatever you may have done, if you bought any stars on Facebook, please do drop your question in the chat and we will do our best. Well, Shay will do her best to answer.
Alright.
What the spirits been giving. No, I'm being for real, bro. I'm really tired of hearing that. Like, I appreciate it, Chuck, but then my nigga, follow Chucky, man. I'll be on his platform as well. Show him some love on YouTube.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
his Twitch. I'm on YouTube, but I ain't that good, but okay. Thank you, Sunshine.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start giving out tickets so the people who come to my shit, you know what I'm saying, and the first people that's jumping on and that subscribe and that become part of the Love Makers fam, because that's the community. We all love makers here. You know what I'm saying? So once you join or you part of it, you know what I'm saying, you get shit like tickets. You know, it's like free tickets and discounts on all this shit, like exclusive songs before they drop, you know what I mean? Get behind the scenes shit when I'm in the studio. I record with Outkast Guitars. That's my mentor. So when you heard Chunky File or Moms Over Baghdad or anytime you heard a guitar on Outkast, that's my mentor Wild. So shout out to him. His birthday was last week, but he been working with me on my album. Big Rube is on the album, so we got some Dungeon influences going down. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm done plugging. I feel so cheap. Hey. Yeah, I know how to play that. I know how to play Prototype too. All right, y'all, I gotta go. All right. Love y'all. Much love always. Do everything with love, y'all. Oh, shit. That was cool.
Oh, man, it's always... We got about 4 minutes on the clock.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, that was cool. All right, Twitch. My bad, y'all. My bad. All right. So, I had to fulfill that obligation. A good friend of mine, I created a podcast a few years ago called the That's How You Feel Show. Can you see that? And out of our cast, it's like 4 of us. But nonetheless, that was Shay. And ever since then, she's continued to produce and continue to work on her own projects and stuff. So she hit me up earlier today, asked me if I wanted to be in it. I was like, hell yeah. Anything I could do for her, anytime I'm able to, support her and shit, I'm always willing to do so, because it's just what I do, man. I mean, we all trying to get it. We all trying to grow. I'm doing it myself. Like, I got my own wave, so I don't need to ride someone else's wave. I don't need to do anything for someone else in hopes that they'll do something for me. I never operated like that. I'm fire and dope in my own right. I move on my own. I'm pretty farsighted, so I kind of move before everybody else does. And it's just, this is just what I'm on right now. So any kind of support, anybody that I talk to or try to give advice to or anything like that, that shit just is genuinely out of love. And we all in the same boat trying to get it, right? Like, what you do ain't gonna affect me unless you do something that affects me, right? But outside of that, I mean, like, so if I can help you, I mean, that just makes me feel good to know that I helped somebody, right? And then if you grow and blossom, then that's even better. So like Shay, who was just running that, she wasn't producing a few years ago. I ran into her at not the gas station, at a Publix grocery store. And I was just like, shit, you still doing a thing? You still doing what? She wasn't doing. I was like, what'd you go to school for? And she was like, communications or whatever. And I was like, shit, you ever thought about being a producer or whatever? So I kind of gave her a little bit of the game, and then we launched That's How You Feel show. So she was behind the camera at the time, and it was me, my cousin, and someone I worked with, a little group that I pulled together, and we did the first couple of seasons like that, but then we made some changes. Then Shay ended up becoming in front of the camera, and you know, she's just grown and blossomed into where she is right now. So I'm so excited to see her grow. She got more followers than me. You know what I mean? Like, so. But I'm happy for her, and you know, anytime she need me, I'm still there for her. I don't charge her no shit. I mean, I charge niggas. I'm not inexpensive. I am industry. But that's fam, right? So that's home team. So I always look out for her, man. I mean, it's always an honor. But right now, I don't know. I think I just did this little knock thing. I'm supposed to go live with my homegirl. I mean, I don't really know her. I just met her today, online, kind of, sort of. But I had been seeing how she was putting her stuff together, so I'm definitely trying to help her out. I just I don't know what she's up to. I don't know what she's doing. But okay, I think she's finna go out. She logged out, it looked like. All right, well, there that goes. All right, so we still live in this bitch. We still gonna get this motherfucker going. So let me get my stream up and going properly. How does everything sound? Because I don't know. I don't know how shit sound unless y'all tell me. So, Hakuna Matata. What was this? It's on YouTube. What is this talking about? As if, oh, this why. I was like, boy, what the hell going on? Why, what the hell? Why, what the hell? Alright. So do I want to... I got it on reaction mode. We can do that. Let's try to watch some YouTube real quick, man. Let's see what's popping. See what's going on, man. What? Hey, I ain't know Flaquito was fat like this.
It has came to my attention that Adam 22 and Aaron the Plumber are currently beefing. Now, their beef is stemming from a podcast clip that's been going around of Adam 22 asking for extra if he would fight Aaron the Plumber.
Hold on, so on 11 or the 12th, you went to Miami too, huh?
Oh, what's in Miami? No.
Don't you say you going out there?
I'm going. I don't want to say exactly where I'm. Oh, well, there is a fight coming up that they want you on, but I think it might be too soon. Are you going to be able to go to Florida? Aiden Ross wanted him on his most recent card, and I guess they're doing another one. They want him on it. They kind of want you to fight Aaron the Plumber, which would be an epic.
Wait, who?
Aiden Ross has these boxing events in his warehouse in Miami. It's called Brand Risk. I mean, I believe the last high-profile fight we saw was Why Kill Osiris just fought Skin Likely. So they've reached out. Now, I don't know the specific number, but I was told it was a couple of bands. It was more than 10,000 they was offering for extra for the fight. Now,
yeah, I don't care. I thought that was something else, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Man, what?
Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. Guys, as you know, the migrant crisis is hitting America hard, especially in the sanctuary cities like Chicago, but even in New York. And from what you brothers tell me, out there in Queens, that is where Clapperthon Technical University is accepting students, because it is booty clappers galore with some of those brothels out there. I might need to come and do my research, not to purchase, but to do a Negromentary. I mean, a documentary on what is actually going on out there.
Hey,
And it's
O'Shea
gotten
funny.
so bad that many residents are concerned about these illegal brothels, and many of these ladies, unfortunately, are migrants, and some of these ladies are being sold into sex trafficking. And so during this time, you expect the people to come out and help you get rid of this. You guessed it, the police. And of course, when the police get called to solve these issues, they will come because it is a big issue, especially when the summertime comes, because the cheeks are going to be out there on the street. But there's a problem.
Prosecutors say officers Justin McMillan and Justin Colon responded to a call about prostitution at a building on 89th Street, then took a key from a woman exiting the building. Investigators say McMillan and Colon reported that they saw nothing and left, then returned 8 hours later, still in uniform and still on duty, and unlocked the brothel door. The DA's office says a man engaged in prostitution took off. And then Officer McMillan stole cash from a sex worker and groped her buttocks and breast. Law enforcement sources say the officers, who are both within their first 2 years on the job, turned off the lights when they entered and never reported anything that happened. Prosecutors say the sex worker ran away and called 911 after McMillan groped her. Officer McMillan, is it true that you groped a sex worker? The officers and their attorneys said nothing as they left court after entering pleas of not guilty. Both their lawyers told the judge they deny the charges and plan on fighting them. District Attorney Melinda Katz said in a statement the officers' body-worn cameras were, quote, intentionally turned off so that their misdeeds would not be recorded.
Man,
So you have these rookie cops in New York City, probably going to have a lot of money, make a lot of money. I have one of my buddies who works as a correctional officer in New York City. I mean, the guy is doing amazing. All the overtime he wants, all the money he wants. He's doing a good job, all right? He's cool. As you heard, these guys break into the brothel, get the key, steal the money, grab the lady's booty, grab the lady's breasticles.
Yeah.
And I guess they thought that they could do that because, well, she's, you know, a prostitute. So she's doing a crime. So there's no way that she's going to call the cops, right?
I'm setting it up so I can go on
She
TikTok
calls
Live.
the police on the police. And now your ass is in jail. Go to jail, get fired, and get an F on your report card, which is a felony. Guys, it is too much booty out here to go out there and do something like that. Even me as a simp and a trick, I couldn't do that. If you can't be in careers where booty clapping is, you know, in front of you and you can't say no, don't do that job. Okay? Become a YouTuber. Become a YouTuber and make videos instead of going out there breaking into brothels and just stealing the money. How much did you steal? Couldn't have been that much. Then grab the boobies and all that, and you can cut off the lights. But what if they have like cameras in there? And I'm pretty sure they did have a camera in there, and they got your dumb ass in there grabbing cheeks and breasts while you out there so damn bad. Now you're about to go to prison, and guess what? Guess whose cheeks are gonna get grabbed on in there? Yes, they're gonna lather it all the way up, lotion it up. It's gonna be shiny. Cause you used to be a police officer, and they like them police officer cheeks. Big pookie in them. They're gonna lather you all the way up and give you something that only he can feel. Okay? You can't go and ask for help because now it's a clapathon. Well, no, not clapathon. It's Clap House University time. They're gonna enroll you over at Clap House every single night. Nope, don't say it. Don't say you sore. It doesn't matter. Come over to Clap House.
Clap House
All
Records.
cheeks, all day, and it's all your fault. Next story. So many of us may or may not like landlords. They could be a pain in the ass. But if you've had a white landlord that might be a little prejudiced towards blacks, that's a whole different story. And in fact, there is a story of this. And the landlord and the tenant were not really getting along very well, right? And that's a bad thing. But what the landlord was willing to do to get the black people out of the house,
It's
it
diabolical.
will shock you.
Oh my God, he's hurting me! Really? She's pushing me. She's kicking me out.
This is the shocking moment a landlord was caught on camera falling to the floor and claiming she was being assaulted by her tenant.
I hit my head on this chair table.
Vontice Wines was at her rented townhouse when her landlord, Lisa Anderson, entered the home and reportedly got upset that Vontice did not pay her rent earlier than its due date.
That'll do it.
You tweaking? Farting here. You fart. Oh my God.
This is charged up.
Oh
Really?
my God, she's hurting me.
Really? Really?
Oh my head.
Really?
Oh my God. Michael, get the police. She's pushing me. She's kicking me out. Get the guys out. Get the guys. Oh my God, she's a psycho. She hurting me so bad. I'm gonna press charges against her.
Hey, people are
She
wild,
killed me and
yo.
pushed me out front.
Hey, y'all catch me, I'm also on others. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just here.
According
I
to
can't sing, but I'm
Vontice,
also on
Lisa
the
would
move.
often pressure her to pay her
I'm on-
rent
I'm on
before
the
the due
purple
date.
app.
Do you want to live here for free? I either need to get the ring or garage.
After Lisa's claims of assault, Vontice said she and her son have since moved out of the townhouse, making her feel a lot more safe. She said she still remains uneasy about the ordeal as the landlord doubled down.
See how I got that thing going? I'm working on this thing, man. Y'all be sure to follow up, add up if y'all like the song. You know what I'm saying? My SoundCloud is up. What y'all hearing right now is actually a first song. I've never played it out loud to anybody before, so this is exclusive. If you are a love maker or you want to join the community, please just go ahead and add me up. I'm on that purple app. I'm on that red app as well. But yeah, this is an exclusive song. I just randomly jumped on live to let people listen. I'm not really into that, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just something I wanted to do. What's up, everybody that's coming in? You know what I'm saying? something like that. You know what I mean? So if y'all dig that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, follow up. Like I said, I'm also on the Purple app live right now as well. I am also on YouTube live right now as well. Everything is the same. My name is the same across the board. I'm also an actor and stand-up comedian. So what y'all hearing is the show before the show. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to go into whole detail about it, but this is a song that is preceded by a joke. And then after that joke, I float into this wonderful song. And yeah, and so what I'm doing right now, I'm just practicing that thing, you know what I mean? That wasn't too shabby. That wasn't too shabby for the. That wasn't too shabby. Oh, that wasn't too shabby. Oh, that wasn't too shabby. Oh, hey, got it. Hey. Hey, man. Hey. I know, right, chat? Hey, yo, it's crazy. I love that song. It's so chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I got like hard ass songs like where I'm snapping and where I'm like I'm whatever. But that song right there is just like a real cool, chill. It's like a real lovely song, man. I really love playing it. Like I really enjoy playing it. You know what I mean? So I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. So I think next I'm something to that degree. What y'all think about that, man? What's up, sorry, y'all, I ain't mean to neglect y'all over here. How y'all doing down here? Y'all liking the music, man? Y'all listen, y'all catching some exclusive. Y'all getting exclusive. That's what's up. I promise you, I don't play my music, man. Everybody know me for my stand-up. Everybody know me for my acting and all that. But people don't really know my music. So if y'all hearing this right now, consider yourself one of the original love makers. So what's up? You're welcome. But on top of that, you know, it's a beautiful place, a beautiful community of a whole bunch of people that just really on some real shit, man. If you really about real music, real love, you know what I'm saying? You really just genuine shit. That's what it be all about, man. It's all about love making. And not just sexually, you know what I mean? I mean, it's period, man. Being a beacon of love when you're stepping out into the world. If you feel like you one of them, man, be sure to join the community, man. Add up on the red app, add up on the blue app and all that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to hit the like and the subscribe here. I'm always doing this. I'm on SoundCloud and all that good stuff, man. But the most important thing is, man, we stand out here to be producers of love, man. We tired of that hate shit, that lame shit. Like, we ain't on that. We don't do that. Them days is over with. And if you out showing love, being a genuine good person, trying to be your best, even if you ain't perfect, that's fine. We ain't looking to be perfect. We're just looking to be genuine. You know what I mean? So that's one of you. If that's you, you're definitely a love maker. Be sure to join the community. This is an Ibanez. It's a 7-string guitar, man. An Ibanez 7-string. You know what I mean? I decided to jump off the edge instead of going 6. You know? Yeah. Hope you like it though. Chill mode, that cool. Excuse me. We finna go a little bit more rocky. We gonna go a little bit more heavy. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, Abe. Appreciate it, man. Be sure to follow up, man. I got more coming. And what's even doper, what's coming is better than what's out right now because I'm just getting started. Like I got a catalog, man, and I'm just now really dropping stuff. I'm really just now showing my face. I am in the industry. I am known. I've been a hermit. I've been producing stuff for other people. I've been working on all that, you know what I mean? And it was just, I'm tired. I'm talented as hell myself. Even this right here, I created this. This is a show that I created. So it's just like, you know, I just got tired of doing stuff for other people. And was just like, yeah, man, we finna lean in and do it for ourselves. You know what I mean? So if you don't know who I am, I'm Chucky Love, man. I'm an actor. I'm a comedian. I'm a producer. Produce movies, shows on Amazon. I got some shit on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Been doing stand-up for over 20 years. I've been acting since preschool. You know what I mean? So I'm no rookie. If you add me up on any of the other platforms, it's simply just Chucky Love, ChuckyLove. It's the same, and you'll see. You know what I mean? More than likely, you'll catch me on another platform and see that you follow people that follow me. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Right now, like I said, I'm working on my album. I'm working on my album, which is half comedy, half music. So the music part right now is kind of the music. Is part of the show, obviously, right? But it's preceded by a joke. So I'll tell a joke, some shit, and then I got a song after that has to do with the joke I just dropped. So if you can think like some new age Jamie Foxx type shit, right? Like, you know what I mean? But yeah. So, like I said, the song that I just got finished playing was called The First Time. So that's for us love makers, right? If you aren't a love maker now, join the community. Hit like, subscribe, all that good shit, and check me out on the platforms. But anyway, so love makers, that first song, First Time, is just about that, right? Being in love or just going through all these relationships and all that shit. And when you finally decide to try to do something different for the first time, it turns out to be more than everything you ever imagined, right? So if you keep fucking with the same lame females, or you keep messing with the same lame dudes, you know what I mean? Eventually you'll get to a point where it's like, let me try something different. And that song is an ode to that, right? So. But this song ain't that though. It's a little bit more gangster. Niggas be talking about G shit. We got G shit. I made this beat as well too. All the shit you hearing I'm making. Alright. I gotta change the tone. It's on the wrong tone. What up, everybody over there? My bad, Facebook. I ain't see y'all over there, man. Y'all quiet and shit. I got people over here talking to me on TikTok, though. Yeah. Okay. Yo, binoculars, a nigga coming in from the cosmos just to take a second to show a little of what I know. Like, never eye another nigga's cheese when they not chosen. Gotta watch these hot hoes run through rubber like potholes. See, ain't nothing new up under the sun. And it ain't much fun when Chucky got the gun and the knife while you gasping for your life. And I'm running around laughing, I'm Ben Dubala, who the lie stabbing. Lyrically, literally, it'll be a cold day in Dubai when I die, trying to be the very thing that I despise. Looking in your eyes, I could see you pie. So I strategize, I'm talented as fuck, and my face is recognized. Leader of the blue skies, I'm high with my new bride and puffing on the ribbon on the new ride. It took a lot of prayer and meditation for me to be this patient. Ready for me, my nigga, you not. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I need to put this on some rock shit. This shit, it's like on some clean. We on some clean. Yeah, there we go. Shout out to Tim Henson for this incredible plug-in. I knew it. All right, so yeah. All right, so what's in there? Half rapping, half playing the guitar. I don't know how many niggas out here in the industry is doing that shit like this. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling you, if you want to peep somebody that's different before they really pop, who you with? I work with folks out of the Dungeon family too, man. Like, my mentor is Wild, so shout out to Wild. Anytime you ever heard any guitars going crazy on any Outkast song or anything like that, Bombs Over Baghdad, Chunky Fire, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Whenever you heard a guitar from Outkast, that's the homie Wild. Shout out to Wild. That's my mentor. That's who I've been learning how to play from. So I'm just saying, this shit fire. Bitch. Something like that. Keep neglecting. I'm over here looking at TikTok. My bad, y'all TikTok getting my attention. I'm sitting here looking at y'all, but I got my whole Twitch up here. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad, bro.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, man. You don't mean to be
Brother,
mad.
no, man.
Come on. Do some shit like that. Something to that degree, right? A little funky, you switch the thing up. And that's really how that whole little shit end, right? It'd be like. Oh yeah. A little something like that, little something like that, little something like that. Hey, 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 hey. All right, y'all. Give me a second. Gotta take a little break real quick. You know what I'm saying? Little fingers. All that stuff. Like I said, I'm also on those other networks or on those other platforms. So I'll be back on TikTok in a hot little second. Give me a second. Twitch, I will be back in a moment, and y'all can see this. So, lucky for you.
claims that Vontice injured her.
I hit my head on this gym table.
So she tried to fall and say that she's been attacked and wanted to call the police. The only problem with that is she's on camera, right? And your dumbass fell by yourself saying that you've been hit and hurt. And luckily they had that in the house and they looked at her like she was a fool. They moved away from that particular situation because it was for their best good, because that lady was actually stupid, okay? It's always a good idea, family, to have those things in your house to prove your point. But at the same time, going out of your way to make those black people feel like they attacked you is crazy. Like, why even rent the house to them in the first place if you don't want them there? Now, I do understand it's illegal to not rent blacks a house and all that stuff, but hey, is there a reason why you didn't have another candidate of another race maybe, or another black couple that you liked? I don't get it, man, because you were just trying to ruin their life and get them locked up, and instead you ruined your life. And you know what they're gonna call you forever? Racist! Next story. Now, men can take a lot off of women, right? Periods, attitude, but very few men will take women who are just funky as hell, okay? I'm gonna be real. Breath stinking, feet stinking, all of that, all right? That's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of guys. And of course, the other thing that stinks, okay, that would be problem. And most women, if they are like men who are just funky as hell, racist. Next story. Now, men can take a lot off of women, right? Periods, attitude, but very few men will take women who are just funky as hell, okay? I'm gonna be real. Breath stinking, feet stinking, all of that, all right? That's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of guys. And of course, the other thing that stinks, okay, that would be problem. And most women, if they are like that, they're not gonna come out and admit it. Of course, B. Simone says she doesn't take showers every day. But there's a lady who has quit her job. And it's for a very interesting reason.
So I quit my job because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week at the same time. It's really hard to say this out loud and put it online, but I know that I'm not the only person going through this. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after some time, I inevitably burn out once I wake up one day and realize that I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks. It's really frustrating because I know that I'm an intelligent person and I've been able to accomplish a lot of really amazing things in my life, but I still can't manage to take care of myself. And it's not just a matter of not trying hard enough or not being disciplined. If I could take...
Man, what? Look, let me tell you something. As a dude, I don't have to shower every day. I don't. Unless I'm doing some strenuous activity. If I'm in the house all day, I'm not taking a shower. I ain't been nowhere. But that expires. At the most, like 3 days. I can do 2 days easy. 1 day all the time. All the time. Cat says on Wednesdays I don't take showers. Makes sense. I don't go anywhere Thursdays. I haven't been nowhere today. So why? If I stink, I stink. Don't be all up in my culo. But the spin move is, when you go beyond them days, you can tell. I can tell. I be feeling all dirty. You lick your arm, you taste a little salty. You can always gauge how dirty you are or how salty you are. Yeah? You ever notice that? Let's keep going.
of my basic needs and work full time, I would have fucking done that by now and then some. It's a form of self-sabotage to honestly be putting so much energy into these executive functioning skills at work and not have anything left to give myself. It's like I would deadass wake up at 5 a.m., pace back and forth, start working at 7, finish work at 6, eat, sleep for dinner, and then crawl in bed at 8 o'clock. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession, but it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. I was not born to raise shareholder value. I'm actually meant to live a life, and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession, but it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. I was not born to raise shareholder value. I'm actually meant to live a life, and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. So.
The lady has quit her job because she doesn't have time to take a shower. She works hard every day. She can go 3 weeks without taking a shower, smelling like old ass Cheetos, ass and cheese sandwiches. I don't know. And so now you're going to quit your job so that you can take a shower in a recession, but you won't be able to afford the place. Let me just say this. Can I be honest? I don't want to come off as bad, but some people need a lot of help, need some leadership. The fact that you can't wash your ass is concerning. And the fact that you blamed your job on the fact that you can't wash your ass is crazy. Like, you can't even shower twice a week, 3 times a week. Like, you haven't showered in 3 weeks. So now you're going to be able to, like, not take care of yourself. Like, it's amazing how many people need to really be led. And it's just not women, but people need leadership, okay? So, some people just need to be like, honey, get your ass in the shower, okay? You smell like yesterday's toe jam. And now you don't even have a job to prepare. And she's probably a very intelligent individual, but she just can't get it together. And this is one of the things I keep telling you guys. A lot of very bright, intelligent people don't have a lot of common sense. I mean, this is why a lot of businesses are being ran by people with like C averages, C+ averages, because real intelligent people, they struggle with like main things sometimes, not all the time, like simple things like washing their ass or brushing their teeth or wearing deodorant, okay? Now, I don't know how you're gonna get somebody to put up with that shit, literally. You probably smell like it. Woo! But I mean, it's ridiculous that you don't have enough time to even take a shower and it's been 3 weeks and you're gonna quit your job because you can't do that. You have a serious mental issue. And to bring your ass onto the internet and say it is nasty work, literally.
It's bold. It's bold.
Yeah, so
everybody
maybe you can get a job taking a shower. I don't know. So guys, we had a really great show. We had the
I just think it's crazy that y'all let me go through that whole first half on mute. I was just looking at the camera too. I was sitting here just talking to the camera. Y'all ain't say nothing. I got somebody that's viewing too. Might be my kid, just giving me my view. She ain't even listening and watching. She just got it on. I think it's real diabolical, y'all. Someone could have told me. Jeez. Anyway, let's see what we got going on, man. What's this? Nah, man. Y'all gotta give me something better than this. How's everybody else day going? Y'all day been going pretty good. Shit. Now this. Okay. Okay, yes, and I see this is something I'm definitely interested in. Like,
biggest thing with Rome is like he has the height, and as tall as he is, the length that he has, he can drop his weight and get in and out of his route. So that was good to see, and he was one of my top guys the previous year. Everybody had Harrison, I think, first, the kid who was neighbors who was in New York, but I had Rome first, so it's good. And I called his coach, Shep, who was in Washington. Can we get him? And then it didn't work out in Detroit, but I'm glad he's here because here we go. So yeah, excited about those two guys, and I'm not gonna keep harping on them because the rest of our room is going. They are going to be able to compete and get us where we need to go as well. So I mean, Rome and DJ certainly gonna lead that up. The biggest thing.
Man, look, man, I'm so excited about the season coming up as a Bears fan, but bro, like we just went through it where, you know, everything kind of was set up, or at least it seemed to be set up for us to have a great season. And y'all saw what happened last year. And I've been a Bears fan. I pretty much, all right, so I'm from Chicago. I was born in Chicago, but I've been a Bears fan, I'd say maybe since, I want to say maybe I was 14, 15. Growing up, I think I was more so just like, I know I like Jerry Rice. Like I like players, like, you know, Deion Sanders and, you know, Joe Montana. I guess I grew with me growing up in Atlanta. I was a Falcons fan by default, but I ain't really study them. But I like them though. When they play, I root for them. Obviously, right? I got hella Falcons gear. But what did it though? I was in Waukegan, which is in North Chicago, where I was born. I was at my grandma's house, and downstairs, my granddad had this little Chicago Bears. I be want to call them a thermos, but they're not thermoses. It's the little thing with the long straw. Little sports thing with the long straw. It's like a cylinder, man. Anyway. But it had a C on it. And, you know, me being Chucky, I like the C. And come to find out that's the Bears, you know. And then come to find out my whole family, well, most of my family is Bears. So, like, all my older aunties, a lot of them at the time were still living. So, my granddad's sisters or uncles or whatever, like they were all Bears. Everyone's like Bears fans. It's almost like if you're not a Bears fan, you're not in the family. But that's not really the case though. So yeah, ever since then though, when I knew that it was actually the Bears, like that's when I became an actual fan of them. So I'm 41 now. So my whole life I've been suffering watching these niggas be sorry. I don't even like no other team, like except for the Falcons, right? They okay, but if the Bears play the Falcons, then it's the Bears all day. But when I played Madden against all my friends, and I only picked the Bears. I think it was maybe a couple years in the very beginning I would pick like the Panthers or something, but that was because they played like the Bears. And if you can think about how long ago it was when they won the Super Bowl or something, because of their defense with Julius Peppers. You know, that was who ended up becoming a Bear later on, you know. But that's how, you know, I always been a Bears fan. I never choose nobody else, no matter how sorry they are. Like that was the only time when I would do that. But since then, whenever the Bears, no matter how the Bears are in real life, when it came to Madden, I will always pick them, and I will bust ass because I know the team. Like, no matter who you would pick, you could pick the best team. And niggas would always want to pick the best players, the best teams, you know, whatever. Sometimes they favorite team depending on who I'm playing, but most times people just picking the best team. And I would still beat them with the sorry Bears because I know my team. I'm saying all that to say I love them guys, man. And this year is just like really exciting to see what's popping up. I know these are all workout shits, man. Just so y'all know. But yeah, ultimately.
Sleep Token's new guitars are wild. The guitarist known as Four has some crazy new Jackson single cuts. The first is a 30-inch baritone with an Evertune, Lundgren pickups, roasted maple neck, and a pale moon ebony fingerboard. Light with a ton of streaks and character. Volume knob all the way at the bottom of the body as it should be. He'd been using a 30-inch Gretsch baritone before, and while a metal modified version of that would have been insane, the Jackson is fittingly evil looking. Then an outrageous 8-string, same specs,
Dang.
except this is Fishman Fluence Moderns. The 8-string headstock looks ridiculous.
I play 7-string, and I do got Fishman Fluence pickups. I have Tosin Abasi's. Shout out to Tosin Abasi, who has no idea who I am. But yeah,
Huge. But again, that pale moon ebony fingerboard is crazy. Then the bassist known as Three has a custom Charvel, roasted maple neck and fingerboard with a reverse headstock and the old school toothpaste logo. Then an outrageous Fishman Fluence, basically bass quadbucker setup.
and when I say that Fishman Fluence pickups, I mean if you play guitar, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't play guitar, then that's these right here. So when you strike the strings with your pick or with your finger, I mean, you don't have to do it over these. You can do it really anywhere along this, but when you do it over here, those pick up those signals. Those pick up, or those, they convert those string plucks into electronic signals, which is what you hear. That's how you play the guitar. So every now and again, like these are active pickups. So what that means is they are with battery. And eventually they'll go out and I have to recharge them or replace them. I got some rechargeable batteries, so I just recharge them. Well, you can plug them up. Someone got plug ups too, but you have actives, which, you know, or you can have, you know, the other. So there's another set of that aren't active. They're passive, obviously, and they will just they don't go out. You can play them however long, whenever long, you know. But they got two different tones. I like Fishman Fluence though. And Tosin Abasi's are hard. Oh, that's cool.
Hi. Thank you.
Oh, it's adorable.
So kind of you to wash my knee for me.
Oh man, it's so cute. Oh,
Thank you very much.
look at the cat.
What? You just got dinner. Hi. You want some cuddles?
I love circles.
Hi.
Big old Savannah cat.
Thank you. That's so kind of you to wash my knee for me. Thank you very much. What? You just got dinner. Hi. You want some cuddles?
Let's do it again.
Hi. Thank you. That's so kind of you to wash my knee for me.
Oh, my bad. We started watching it again. I was looking at my TikTok. You know. Oh no, this is crazy.
Nobody caught that?
Babe, look at the freaking teeth.
Yo. Oh. Yeah, that's wild, Shawty.
Oh my.
Yeah, the dude in the water tripping. He's
Babe, it's
tripping.
too dangerous. Don't be doing that.
He's stupid. No, he ain't gonna die.
Babe,
He
let
gonna
him.
be alright.
Sorry.
Well, I'm playing.
That's what's up. Woo! was wild. That was wild. Let's see. What? Yeah, hey. Maybe just be Ryan, don't it? Let's see. We gonna find some stuff, man. We just gonna stream it up, man. I don't even care. I ain't even, you know. If I find, we ain't striving for perfect, man. We just out here, man. I saw this too about Lil Man. That shit sad.
And sat quietly in the courtroom. TK47 sat quiet.
What happened to his neck? Damn.
McIntyre, known for his stage name TK47, sat quietly in the courtroom as his case was awaiting to be called up. McIntyre, already convicted of murder in Tarrant County and sentenced to 55 years in prison, has been awaiting trial in the April 2017 capital murder of Mark Anthony Saldivar. According to an arrest affidavit, Saldivar was robbed of his camera equipment and fatally shot in the Chick-fil-A parking lot across from North Star Mall. At the time, McIntyre was on the run after cutting his GPS monitor while out on bond awaiting trial. McIntyre was later caught in New Jersey. But while on the run, he released a song called The Race. The music video on YouTube has more...
And that's what did it, man. Like, that ain't what did it. I mean, the murder's what did it. But you went out and made a whole song that blew up, mocking them. You can't mock 12 like that. And I think they not gonna burn you, bro.
360 million views, and the song ended up on the Billboard Hot 100. In it, he posed in front of his wanted poster. Because of that video, his attorneys had a concern about the size of the jury pool.
The nature of the case involves a music video, and that music video is very famous and well known, so we may need a little bit more than the average pool because people are familiar and have formed an opinion.
A jury pool of 200 people are now expected to be called in on February 7th and testimony to begin on February.
So you mean to tell me that this young boy right here at the age of 16, 17 is running around killing people? Cold-blooded murders. Now, in the first case, right? In the first case where he got the 55 years,
right?
You know, he telling the judge and telling everybody that, hey, you know, it was supposed to be a robbery. It wasn't supposed to be a murder. It was a robbery, right? It was a home invasion. We were supposed to go in there and just take his stuff and then just leave. But one of his homeboys got trigger happy and they killed the man. Nah. You was there. You participated. That's what you young brothers and sisters, you gotta understand that just because you play a minute role in a murder, it don't matter. You getting charged with murder.
Yeah, man. Of course, man. These people are not playing with y'all these days. All right, let's see. See what else they say about it. Right, a second
Matter of
charge.
fact, I'm gonna let her explain it to you. Check it out.
And Tamor took out his gun and pointed it at Mark and asked for his bag. Mark refused.
And this is in regards to the second charge with the kid that they robbed for his, well, I guess it wasn't a robbery, before his camera, the dude with the little camera.
Give him the bag. So they all started hitting him, and Tamor was hitting him with the gun, And the whole time I didn't look back, but when I did, I saw his face. And I started telling them to let him go. And I just kept screaming, let him go. And Jalen opened the door and started pushing him out. And he was fighting to get back in the car. And then I didn't let him in the car. So he went around the car and he jumped on the hood. And then the light turned green.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there, okay?
Okay.
So, when you all were at the light on McCullough, you said Tamor produced his gun, correct?
Yes.
And who did Tamor have the gun pointed at?
Mark.
And what was Tamor saying when he had the gun pointed at Mark?
To give him his bag.
And so, once the light turned green, what happened?
He pointed the gun at me and told me to start driving. So I started driving. I didn't know where to go, so I turned into the first place that I saw, which was the Chick-fil-A. Once I turned into the Chick-fil-A, he kept yelling at me to get him off the car. I didn't know how to, so I was just going back and forth really quickly. And then Mark kicked the windshield, and TK opened the door and shot him.
Okay.
Now, what you just witnessed is TK's girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, young boys and girls, yeah. Your girlfriend will get on the stand and testify against you when it comes to that murder stuff. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what can happen.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Your girlfriend will get on the stand and testify against you. So here it is. She testifying against him. She giving them full details of what happened. And so now he catches another murder while he's on the run. Now, he gets caught for being on the run, and then they learn about this other murder, and this one they gave him the 80 years. Check it out.
Last few minutes, a jury has decided the punishment for a Texas rapper. Right now, our camera is in the 187th courtroom where rapper TK was just sentenced to 80 years in prison after being found guilty of murder yesterday. A Bexar County jury found the rapper guilty of murder, not capital murder, in the 2017 deadly shooting death of Mark Anthony Saldivar. The rapper was previously convicted in the killing of a man in Tarrant County in 2016, where he received a 55-year prison sentence. Now, these two sentences will run at the same time. Again, this is a live look inside the courtroom. Victim impact statements we're told are next. An advocate will read a statement from the victim's mother. Again, TK was just sentenced to 80 years in prison. We'll, of course, have the full updates at KENS5.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my understanding that you've reached a verdict in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And is that verdict unanimous?
Yes.
All right, if you will give the verdict form to Deputy Laura, please. Thank you. All right, if the defendant could please stand. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder. What did I, excuse me, no.
She's like, what did I say? Did I tell
No,
you?
out of the courtroom. Out of the courtroom now.
Tell she was going off on her kids.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you don't ignore that. Sometimes, as you can tell, people are invested, correct? So it says, we, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant Tamar McIntyre guilty of the lesser included offense of murder. Does anyone wish to have the jury polled?
Not the state, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. And do you want them polled as to both counts?
As to the count of conviction, Your Honor.
All right, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, McIntyre, the jury found you guilty of murder. Your punishment is to be assessed at 80 years in the prison.
So here it is. We got 55 years on top of 80. Do we even need to add all that up? I mean, really? Do we really need to? I mean, because come on now. 55 and 80? But the cold-blooded part about this whole ordeal is that this boy was a child. He was 16, 17 when he was committing these murders. Now, from my understanding, y'all can jump in the comments and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But from my understanding, it was a United States Supreme Court case that said if you are a teenager and you commit a murder, they can give you however much time they want to give you, but you get parole at 30 years. That's just automatic. Don't mean that you finna get out though, but you eligible for parole in 30 years. So just for the sake of that argument right there, he got 55. He get parole in 30. He got 80. He get parole in 30. That's 60 years. 60. Only if they ran it consecutively. But they ran his sentences concurrent. So that means that everything is all put together. And the large sentence eats up the smaller sentence. So the 80 years.
Yeah, I mean, we know what that means. Or at least I know what that means. I don't need to go through all that. But that's rough, though, Shaw. That dude chewed up, man. So y'all can't be just out here doing, kind of anything, man.
4th of July firecracker hot dog. Quick and a little bit of egg wash. Just like that. We move on. Like this. Onto the dust and shake it up. Move that out the way. Go ahead and grab one. Show you what we're Let me show you what we're working with here. Sorry.
Honey saver.
Oh. And into our hot oil, just like this. Check it out. Let's let that baby fry. All right, guys. Nice and hot. Here we go. Let's place it right here. Let that drip and dry. This one is ready. We're gonna go ahead and
Texas
open
barbecue
it.
fried pizza.
And
4th of July
you see that
firecracker
beautiful
hot
crust?
dog.
We have no oil inside of our bun. Check it out. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Here we come through with a little mayo, just like that.
Oh. Why, bro?
Come through with some
Why in the
mustard.
hell? Why in the hell would you put mayonnaise?
Brother, no, man.
Why would you do that on a hot dog?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Oh, bro, what? Are you kidding me? Oh.
We have some caramelized onions.
You should have started with the mustard, man.
We have some jalapenos. Guys, this is gonna be the hottest hot dog you had on a hot 4th of July.
I want no
Crispy
damn
onions,
mayo,
fast
bro.
over once. Move over here.
Where's the hot
Some
dog?
bacon. And wrap this baby up. Nice. Just like this. Super easy. Grab a second piece of bacon. And we continue. Swirl. Nice little. This.
Nope. I'm out of there. I'm out of there, buddy. You had your chance. Alright, let's get into some real shit now. They can't wait till they show that Wolverine, bro.
Can you get on
Caleb
topic,
Williams
please?
might deliberately throw the football at the head of an opposing quarterback. He recently told Esquire Mag.
I like that. See? I like that. Man.
Can you get on
Caleb
topic,
Williams
please?
might deliberately throw the football at the head of an opposing quarterback. He recently told Esquire Mag.
I like that.
I think the NFL game has become very friendly, and I don't necessarily want to be friends because I want to keep that competitive advantage. Now, I get it, but you're not on the same field at the same time with the guy. And there is a broader brotherhood that we've seen develop, especially in the age of player health and safety, where they're all in it together. And I think it's easier to not have an attitude or an edge for guys who aren't on the field competing with you directly.
Yeah, I hear you there. Now listen, I like this approach. I was
Damn,
very
what the
similar.
hell is he talking
I didn't want to be friends with other quarterbacks.
Right.
I'm respectful. Hey, great
Is
to
it
meet
all
you.
good?
I want to
Yeah.
kick your ass next year and be better than you.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Right.
That's what it was. And there's
Right.
been a ton of quarterbacks like that. I don't think Tom Brady, the GOAT of all time, was going around, let's hang out, let's do this. It's just,
Exactly.
yeah, there's some of that agree that want to play that way. They want to keep that edge. There is that there too. We've heard Joe Montana. My dad, damn, did he not want to be friends with Joe Montana when they were playing in the NFL and they were rivals. Joe Montana threw an touchdown in 88 because my dad would score and do celebrations and look at the 49ers bench. He threw a touchdown and went down the field giving my dad double barrel middle fingers.
Oh, no.
The whole
See?
time.
Yeah.
So that just
See?
tells you they weren't friends.
Yeah.
All right? They're friends now. There was respect, but that's the way it goes, okay? So, you know, and I think a lot of old school quarterbacks are like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Mike Florio.
Yeah, I like my quarterback to say that. Bear down. Come on, man. What was he even talking about? Like, dude, I think there's space for all of us to, man, get. No, bro. I really, really, really hope Caleb kicks ass this year, man. For everyone that been talking shit about him, about the team, just all this noise about Jalen, man, forget all of that. Man, I hope Caleb go out. He's saying all the right things. He's doing all the right things. So we'll just let that man cook. Right, just like Cap.
God forbid that you have more than one interest besides just watching film and on football. God forbid that you have a life outside of football.
We hating so tough.
The idea that
shout out to Cap and Jay Hood.
That Chris
I listen
Canty
to them
can
every
say
morning.
for
Every
sure
morning.
with an open microphone that Caleb Williams is.
I'm gonna say this again. So everyone has like their morning routine. Like people, you know, you got your stuff that you watch or that you listen to. I work, you know, so when I work, you know, sometimes I listen to music, but for the most part, there's one morning show that I never miss. It's not news. It's not. I catch up on news, believe that, but I watch their show. Like I let it ride. I let it ride for them 3 hours. You know what I mean? Chicago sports, man.
Interested in being in Copenhagen,
They the
being with
best.
this girl, into
Cap and
fashion
Jay
more so
Hood
than football
are the
is
best.
egregious and just wrong.
Jay Hood is hilarious.
It's absolutely wrong.
Jay Hood
Caleb
is
Williams
hilarious.
is more interested in being in Copenhagen, being with this girl, into fashion more so than football is egregious and just wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Hey, they asked him to be in an article. He's going to turn it down? Why? To make sure that that old heads in the NFL are comfortable?
That's
What are we doing here?
Right.
So you got to turn
right
yourself. Well, football is the idea that what?
I said, get him.
Well, I'm just saying the idea that Caleb Williams is 23 years old. Let me ask you a question, Cap. Did you ever consider yourself a leader at age 23?
No.
Did you do everything right in life at the age of 23?
No.
Did you have all the knowledge in the world, everything you needed? You know what? I'm 23. I I got the world by the balls. I know everything I need to know about the world at age 23.
I was making $4,250 as the third assistant. Thought I should be the head coach at UCLA. I was wrong.
Cap, at age 23, had no clue of the world. Just want to get into this business and just make a few coins to make my mom and dad happy. Make them proud that I wasn't some slouch sitting on the porch with a 40-ounce.
At 23, I was working for Comcast call center. I had a nice little apartment, like way out in Conyers. And I was dating this crazy Asian chick. That's another story for another time.
That's what I wanted to do.
But I was just working.
I want to show them that, hey, you know what? At least I'm in this business. But I have no idea what I'm doing at age 23. But here we are, Cap, in 2025. That when you become the number one draft pick, when there's a spotlight on you, you're supposed to have the knowledge of everybody, the wisdom of Job. You're supposed to know everything about everything. And I have a problem with that because that's not the case, Cap. Whether you are in school, whether you are the number one pick in the draft, it doesn't mean that you know everything at 23. And my problem is that when I continue to hear this familiar refrain of Caleb Williams doesn't know what he's doing or what's he doing or this guy is a bust, I got a major problem with that.
So, yes, I understand that. And I've been texting with CC, Chris Canty, who I like very much. I think that Chris is, look, he knows football. He's a brilliant football guy. He won a Super Bowl. And I think he's articulate in expressing his thoughts. I think what he's missing here is this is a different cat. This generation is different. And you have to accept people for who they are. It took me a long time to get to that. One of my kids is a brilliant kid, straight A's, all that. He's a free spirit. And it took me time to realize, be you. Be you as long as you take care of your business. Be you does not mean amble through life and do nothing. This kid has committed his life to football. This kid's wildly talented. He's a good person. He's at the Bulls game last night, and Casey Johnson said, oh, my God, he's getting mobbed, and stood there for every picture. He said with a smile on his face, glad-handed, super nice kid. He understands being the face of the Bears, being the quarterback of the Bears, means there are other responsibilities that go with the job and the money. He understands it. Jay hated that part of the job. Mitch assumed that part of the job. He wasn't any good. You got to have both.
Mitch
Caleb just
Trubisky
has to win games. I think Chris was way over the top. Way over the top because he's not accepting of young men and young women being themselves at age 23, as you talked about. He's a different cat, man. He is.
Chris Canty says, beware of Caleb Williams becoming a celebrity quarterback.
Why did Caleb Williams do this article at this juncture in his pro career? Why? I just don't understand it. In pro sports, perception is reality. And right now, the perception around Caleb Williams is that he's a guy that likes football, but he's also a guy that's enthralled with all of the things that football affords him opportunities to do. Bill Parcells used to say this all the time, beware of the celebrity quarterback. And it feels like that's the road that Caleb Williams is starting to go down.
I don't disagree.
Where it's more about the brand, it's more about the individual than it is about making sure that you set the right tone in terms of the selfless sacrifice that it takes from a leadership position, especially being a quarterback. I think it was the wrong note to strike.
God forbid that you have more than one interest besides just watching film on football. God forbid that you have a life outside of football. The idea that Chris Canty can say for sure with an open microphone that Caleb Williams is more interested in being in Copenhagen, being with his girl, into fashion more so than football is egregious and just wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
Yeah, man.
Caleb Williams is interesting. Caleb Williams is polarizing. Caleb Williams is complex. Caleb Williams is fun. And he's been spotlighted since he went to high school and when he went to college. By the way, I don't know if he needs a Google search, but he went to USC. You know what that means? You're the quarterback of Los Angeles. At USC football is more important than the Rams and the Chargers. And so he was a celebrity quarterback because he played in Los Angeles. Do you know how much media that covers USC on a regular basis, Cap?
Right.
The Rams and the Chargers being in Los Angeles is great, but USC is the team. So the idea that Caleb Williams now, because he's the number one pick and because he's in the NFL, and now he's a celebrity quarterback. Hey, they asked him to be in an article. He's going to turn it down? Why? To make sure that that old heads in the NFL are comfortable?
That's
what are we doing here?
Right.
So you got to turn it down because that's a bad look. You were 5-12 last year, so you can't have any quotes outside of football.
Well, CC did say, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you were in the room at the time. Shay, did he not say, or Jay Moore, something that, yeah, Jaden Daniels wants to do that. He went to the NFC title game. I'm like, hold on a second. If Caleb Williams and his head coach have no problem with how he is preparing to learn this offense and be all engaged, and he's been there working out, and he wants to spend his downtime with his girlfriend and her family in Copenhagen instead of, as the article said, why is he not on a beach somewhere? I'd be on a beach for 2 weeks. He chose to go to Copenhagen. God bless him. Just win games, and all the idiocy will stop.
He has the right. Yeah, I agree.
Just be you, man. Look, I understand how you live your life, Jonathan, is not how I want to live my life, or how I live my life is not how you want to live your. We have to be ourselves.
That's correct.
And if Caleb Williams takes care of business, all this idiocy will stop.
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous here last year.
He just got to win. That's the only way.
After the Hail Mary, the whole thing just blew apart. Guess what? You got a fresh start. You got the coach everybody wanted. You got all these offensive linemen that were brought in. Just go win football games, man.
No. But that perspective, the perspective of Caleb Williams having to work with 2 head coaches and 3 offensive coordinators, that perspective is past Chris Canty.
Yeah, people forget
We continue to tell him that how much this was a dumpster fire here last year. But no, let's talk about him hanging with his girl in Copenhagen. Let's talk about him being in a magazine article. All you want to see is for the Bears to be better. And after year 1, is exactly right. The offense grossly underachieved based on the roster. There's no question about that. But it doesn't make him Sam Bowie after 1 season. Does it? It does not make...
Hey, Jay Hood is hot. He don't really be like this often. Like, he passionate as hell. And he pissed. You can see it in his face right now. Like, that's crazy. He don't get like this too often.
A bust, as we heard right here on these airwaves, that, the Bears got Sam Bowie twice. It's Trubisky and it's Caleb Williams.
Right.
So you're going to be a dream killer for a kid at age 23. And I say kid meaning a young player in the National Football League. He's 23. He's a grown adult. But you know what I mean, Cap, when I say kid. Young player in the NFL. But yet now we have to crush his dreams because, God forbid, he has interests outside of football. The idea that in 2025 that the best players in the league all just care about football, all they do is check out film, they're always in the facility, that's not true. And by the way, in his era, that's not true. The idea that, I'm always in the facility, I don't vacation, I don't spend time with family, I'm in a dark room or I'm in the weight room just working on football. That's not how it works, Cap. It does not.
Correct.
So here's the thing. I don't know if Caleb Williams is going to be a bust out or not going to be good for this Bears team after 1 season. We always judge after 3 seasons, but now we have the slippery scale now of, he was bad and the Bears were bad at 5-12, so this is who he is. This is what he's going to be. So we can't be able to hold judgment to see what year 2, year 3, year 4 is as far as his development. No, right now, he's a celebrity quarterback because Chris Canty says so. That's where we are right now. And that's the problem up there. Instead of just listening to us, and by the way, it doesn't mean that we're 100% right. All we have is the facts. That's all. All we have is the facts is that he had 3 offensive coordinators and 2 head coaches. And so he's a rookie in the league, and he goes, man, I was overwhelmed. Yeah, because the offensive line sucked, and there was no real plan there. No real plan.
None.
But yet, what he does outside of football
And still
determines
had
exactly
decent
who he
numbers.
is today. Well, he's a celebrity quarterback, Cap, so that'll be all for Caleb Williams. Really? So we just close the book on Caleb Williams based on what he does off the field. That's where we are.
Yeah.
And that is a problem. Nobody else has that judgment, but because Caleb Williams went to USC and because he's the number 1 pick of the draft, then he sucks. Never mind about all the other stuff around it, just him. That's the problem right there with that commentary.
I couldn't agree with you more wholeheartedly. Again, I think Chris is taking, and what was the word you used? Old head?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't understand the NIL world. He does not understand where football and where these kids are today. Caleb Williams has interests off the field. Good for him. Just take care of business on the field, and you will shut up everyone who is being critical. Just do your business, win football games, and everyone will think, wow, how cool is that the guy is so diverse? He can win football games, and he can also express interest in things unrelated to football. I just thought it was silly.
Why should we even care about what Canty says? In all honesty, there's so many people making tons of money off bad takes. So why should we even care? Honestly.
Fair, because he's got a very large microphone. He is a Super Bowl winner. I mean, he's on the morning show on ESPN, and when he says this stuff, and I texted him, the first text, you can read it. Have you lost your mind? I said, thanks for setting our phone lines on fire. Appreciate it. I just don't understand. I don't understand why, if you're not locked in the facility 24/7 and you have some other type of interest outside of football. If you told me he's flying to Copenhagen on his off day for a 24-hour photo shoot in season, I tell you that's wrong.
Yes.
I don't think he would do that. I do not. In his off time, when there's no season, when he wants to get away a little bit, spend time with his girlfriend who's in school, and he's supposed to lock himself in the facility because Chris Canty says that? That is garbage.
It is. It is. And again, on the surface, when he talks about the underachievement of the Chicago Bears, Cap, when you're 5-12, as I always say, Cap, everybody gets blamed when you're 5-12. It's everybody. We don't do the blame pie of, well, poor little Caleb, it's not his fault. It's, it's on the head coach. It's on everybody. And by the way, it was on everybody. It was on Caleb Williams. We talked about it. We'd make fun of it all the time. Go to Soldier Field in the third quarter. Maybe you'll see some offense, definitely in the fourth quarter, because it took a long time for the Bears to score it from time to time. His timing was not great as a rookie quarterback, as a number 1 pick. There's no question about that he did not do enough to help. The offensive line didn't do enough to help. His receivers didn't do enough to help. And again, when you've got 3 voices in your head in a one season of football, there's a lot of things that's going on in his head, like, oh, should I do it this way? Should I do it this way? Should I do it this way? Your personal help that you have as your offensive coordinator kept moving. It was Shane Waldron, then it became Brown, then it became the third person. That's a lot of voices in your head. And so I'm saying that this whole season was a disaster, but it's not all at the feet of Caleb Williams, a rookie. What about a defense that couldn't stop anybody, a defense that couldn't get to the quarterback? See, that perspective is lost because I guess that ain't sexy enough. That's not sexy enough to bring up, Cap. But what is sexy enough is that the Chicago Bears were a disaster as a whole, not because of Caleb Williams. You can put Caleb Williams in a dark room watching film from now until the start of the season. It doesn't mean that the Chicago Bears are going to be so much better because he spent more time in the facility. No, that comes from coaching. That comes from having offensive weapons. That comes from the offensive line. That comes from the defense. You win games as a whole, not just based on the arm of the quarterback. It's a team sport after all, is it not?
It is. Again, I don't understand the perspective where this kid's smart. This kid has other interests. He wants to plan for his life outside of football whenever that is, 20 years from now, whatever it is, 15 years. What's wrong with that? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
It's just the tired take. You pull the folder in your mind. Chicago Bears. Oh, Caleb Williams sucks. That's not the story of the Chicago Bears. It's not. The story of the Chicago Bears is not that Caleb Williams and the offense underachieved. The story is that they had a guy that was not a good head coach in Matt Eberflus, a good defensive coordinator. You would agree with that? Good defensive coordinator, but not.
They underachieved, but I mean, I know what he's trying to say. It wasn't Caleb who let the team down or the reason why they lost like that. There was actually maybe a good, at least for sure, 3 games where he put us in a position to win. And whether it was 2 of the games we lost because of the coach, another game we lost for some other shit. But nonetheless, though, like, Caleb is not the issue, bro. So if we got our coach situation squared away, got the line squared away, at least improved, and we put some more defensive pressure on their quarterback, that's the small little bit we needed to get over the hump, and then eliminate the mistakes that we had last year, right? So anything beyond that is gravy. But, you know, it's just interesting to see how it ended up playing out. But, you know,
leader of men. That's what we come to find out. That's the story of the Chicago Bears last year. That's the story. So the idea that Caleb Williams now is a celebrity quarterback because he does a magazine article, because he spends time away from the United States, is garbage.
Hoodie, haven't you heard? If you do a magazine interview, you can't be a leader too. Both things can't be true at the same time. Listen, my hope for Canty, frankly, is that Jaden Daniels doesn't have a sophomore slump, since Canty's already sewed his Hall of Fame jacket.
All right.
It's something.
For a guy who is so authoritative about all this stuff, boy, is he reactionary. You guys make fun of me for being prisoner of the moment.
Almost beat us.
Caleb
Almost
does
allowed us to
magazine
beat him
interview,
in.
celebrity quarterback. Jaden
Game
Daniels
winning
is one
drive
good
and
year
all.
Hall of Famer.
Scored
Better
and
hope
all.
things stay the way they are. If they
gave
don't,
up a Hail
those takes
Mary,
aren't going to
bro.
age too
I
well.
remember that game.
And this is why Cap, over a 31-year career, never given a take.
I'll
You
never
know why?
forget last season's
If you have
game,
an
them
opinion
losses, man.
based
That
on
shit was
what's
crazy.
happening, that's fine. But when you've already had your slings and arrows over a 23-year-old man who is after his first year of.
Yeah, Hoodie just mad. But I mean, you know, the point is accurate, man. It's just completely overlooking the fact. Like I said, I look forward to him having a great year this year. Cause I'm tired of people talking shit. I'm tired of it. We deserve it. It's our time, man. It's ours. Shit, they be playing.
You might not know it, but the Chicago Bears actually had one of the best quarterbacks in football last season when it came to red zone efficiency. Caleb Williams had over 268 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and also a rating of 96.8 while in the red zone. And what I wanted to do in this video was show you exactly how he became one of the most efficient red zone quarterbacks in the entire NFL. And I mean, let's just take a look at this first play. So his offensive line is going to start off in what you call a 5-man scat protection slide to the left. Now, basically what this means is the offensive line is sliding to the pressure side, and then you're going to get man-to-man to the right side. Now, you're going to notice it's going to be a quick drop. The first thing we notice as well is we have one high safety. Everywhere else it looks like potentially maybe man coverage. So that is definitely something we got to see. Obviously, them having a linebacker here, this is a point of interest. We're going to come back to this, but we want to make sure this safety doesn't immediately break over in this direction to kind of cover DJ Moore as well. So what Caleb Williams does is what you call manipulation of the defense. So as we get this scat protection, offensive line does a good job. We're going to step up in the pocket, but you're going to see his first instinct is to look to this left side of the field. And that's not because he wants to throw this go ball. He doesn't want to throw this slant. We're going to have a stick and nod over here. We're going to have this stick over here. Then we're going to get this fade at the bottom side of your screen. All he's trying to do is move this safety over, create this one-on-one matchup in the end zone, right? Again, the stick and nod down the seam up the field. And again, if this safety gets out of the play, which he does, starts trending in the opposite direction, we see him move, we scan right, we throw the ball. Look at that. The entire time, all he was doing was moving the safety, creating a one-on-one matchup versus a linebacker, and then look, it turns, throws the ball. He knew exactly exactly what he was doing. And this is what makes Caleb Williams a different type of quarterback. So, like I said, we're going to break down a ton of film on Caleb Williams and how he was picking apart defenses in this red zone area. So, get ready, man. Get ready. Hit that like button. Let's dive in. All right, here we go again. Another big-time play in the red area. You're going to see me bunch up that right side, basically forcing this defense to overcommit to that right side, just in case they get a pitch or a toss or just a handoff up the middle, right? So they're stacking up that right side, leaving one-on-one coverage to the top side. Now, basically, you can call this a yes-no read, okay? Whenever we're able to tell that we have one-on-one coverage, no safety help over the top here, we're going to throw this football pretty much no matter what. Now, you're going to see one thing, inside leverage from this DB, which means they're trying to prevent the slant over the middle. So what we're going to do is fake the slant and get into a fade, okay? So Keenan Allen's first step is going to be like a slant, right? Boom. Get that right foot planted. You're going to see the cornerback kind of hop inside, and boom. Look, you already lost this route. But as a quarterback, this is probably the toughest throw outside of like a quick out or a speed out. This might be one of the toughest throws to make because it's got to be perfect. It's got to be over the top, and it's got to be in the perfect placement. And man, was it. Look at this ball by Caleb Williams. These are the plays right here. You also get initial pressure because we're sliding the offensive line to the right to fake that handoff to the right side. So these defenders bite down, right? So we got basically a guy just right in front of him, throws it right over him. I mean, guys, that placement is different. All right, here's a very interesting play. So we're going to get a little bit of pre-snap motion here. He's going to be running this corner out. We're going to get an in over the middle and also another in over the middle by Keenan Allen. Now, they're going to make it look like this is man-to-man coverage because you're going to see this guy cross the formation. Now you're going to see their linebacker kind of get back to the other side. So it is a little bit of a zone coverage here. So as this play initially releases, all Caleb Williams is doing is reading this deep safety again. We're trying to get a one-on-one matchup, whether that be the corner or that in over the middle. Wherever this safety goes, we're throwing to the opposite. So if he bites down on the in, we throw to the corner route. If he bites on the corner, we're throwing the in, right? So as this play develops, we're going to see Caleb Williams staring off that safety. Hey, make a decision, right? And as he makes that decision up instead of out, Caleb Williams says, all right, I'm throwing this out route or this corner route. And again, look at the placement here. Initially get a little bit of great separation here by the wide receiver because this DB turns around, right? He's out of position. Look at the ball placement once again. Guys, unbelievable catch, by the way. But the throws that this dude makes, you can tell he has potential to be one of the best quarterbacks in football. When you can make these throws consistently under pressure, guys, come on, man. Let's just be honest. Now, you pair him up with Ben Johnson. Hey, Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. I cannot wait. All right, this might be one of my favorite throws of the year by Caleb Williams.
All right,
and honestly, before we jump into this play, do me a big-time favor, guys. Hit that like button if you want more of these Chicago Bears breakdowns. More importantly, comment down below P2, okay? This will tell me that not only you guys are enjoying the videos, but you want more. You want me to continue to post them. Lastly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, guys. It is free. Doesn't cost anything to join the family. Like I said, Bears videos throughout the entirety of the offseason, including the NFL draft. We're going to be doing film analysis on almost every single draft pick as they happen. So join the family. All right. We're going to see another one of these outs. We're going to see a flat. Now we're going to see this route kind of up that seam. We're trying to find the pocket of this defense. Now again, Caleb Williams' ball placement here is sick. So as this play drops, we're going to read Rome Odunze. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to get this safety to bite over. Okay, obviously this linebacker is going to bite over on the little flat route, at least initially. Looks like you have a mid-read. Looks like a Tampa 2 defense. Where you got, a half corner or a half safety. You got your flats to the outside, your hook curls, and then your mid-read. So as he drops back, he stares down. You see this DB, this safety, the half safety, right? He's going to lock in on Rome Odunze. Once he sees that, Now we have 101 to the inside with Keenan Allen. Now this ball has to be outside shoulder, right? And it's got to be away from the linebacker. So as he throws his ball, look at it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He reads the safety. Boom. Bites in on Rome Odunze. Throw the ball. Unreal. I mean, guys, please tell me how this is possible. Love it, man. Come on, Caleb. Prove everybody wrong. Do the dog, man. Dog. All right.
Yeah, man. Come on, Caleb. Prove everybody wrong, dog. Because, man, I'm tired of these talking shit. I'm sick of it, man. Woo! 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, snap. We got the pretty Panay in the back. You want to say hi to the camera? Come say hi. Come say hey. You know what? Oh, shit. Alright, yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a little break. It's 10 o'clock already. We've been streaming today, y'all. We've been at it. It's been a good 3 hours or so. Okay. Alright. Keep this thing going, man. Shout out to all the new followers, man. It's been pretty cool. And I need to eat too. So, yeah, I'll be back a little bit later. I'm not quite sure what time. What's today? Thursday? So I still gotta work tomorrow. Still gotta work funky ass tomorrow. But, yeah, I'll try to get back on tonight. If not, I'll definitely be back on tomorrow for sure. We'll do another 3 hours at least. Alright, my fiance is looking at me because she's ready for me to get finished. Y'all here? Alright, y'all. I'm out.